It's really an incredible day. I wanted to talk with you guys for a moment. I wanted to talk about this from a life lesson myself today. And I believe this is going to help you, and maybe you're able to navigate in your life when you have these particular situations coming occur in your life. So I believe life sometimes is amazing in many different facets. And I believe when you actually can just embody the beauty that life has to offer, and when you can really understand how to protect your peace, that becomes a superpower. And I believe when you can protect your peace at all costs, there's some health benefits to that as well. Today, it was kind of a little different. Today has actually kind of been really just different for me, not in a negative manner, but more so just some different challenges that have occurred within my little world, right? And so today, for example, I won't call the company out, but I'll just say I'm actually thankful for the experience. Um, I was having this company provide a service for me today. Prior, they have done service for me, and the service was, pretty solid. And I was very pleased as a customer regarding what they provided for me service wise. Very professional, very precise, and they're consistent of timely manner. And I was very pleased with that. And I think what we have to understand about when someone can provide a service, I believe as a, let's say as a homeowner, um, you have to be able to watch people and understand people. I think one of the greatest lessons that I am learning about life is don't jump the gun when it comes to what someone can do for you or what they have done for you, and then you automatically try to put them in a special category based off one experience. I think it's necessary to say that when you look at life, you have to be able to look at life from a broad perspective, and you have to be able to understand life is full of lessons. And I believe when you able to have that manner, it makes sense when it comes to understanding people. I want to stop for a moment because I'll get back to the story. Someone said, "Can I ask you a question?" Yes, go ahead and ask the question. Go ahead and ask the question, but I want to get to my lesson um, here, and then we can go from there. In the midst of why you probably typing, let me finish the story. So the individual did what it did when it came to coming over to my home, like I stated, and they evaluated what I needed them to do, and it wasn't what I actually. It came over. The service wasn't necessarily what I thought it would be. And then in the midst of it, I know prior, let's just kind of say this, my AC, I knew what my AC was doing, and it was working perfectly fine. I was just more concerned about the service that was done prior. The service itself, I thought it had something to do with the service that was provided last time they was here. Long story short, they came over, and once they came over, like I stated, they didn't. They told me, "Oh, this is what it's going to be. This is what's going on with it." And I, mind you, I knew what was going on with the service because I had previously was dealing with it at home, and I know what it was already doing. And so they was trying to convince me that, oh, that's not what it is, and so forth. And I was like, well, that's not my experience. Long story short, the owner of the company, he decides to get loud and obnoxious in this conversation, and then start trying to throw all these allegations, which was completely false, regarding what I was trying to say. Someone, you know how somebody's trying to tell you what you're trying to say, and they're not even in your mind, or they're not even in your intentions, right? And so, long story short, um, he goes off on me. He's yelling his voice in front of his other team member, and I said, "Who are you talking to? Let's keep this professional." And mind you, prior to this experience with this company, they was okay. I was actually recommending them to potential corporate accounts and a potential residential someone that I know personally. And so I was literally about to do that the same day because I was so impressed with the service that it was providing for me. Well, long story short, the owner went off on me and then he hung up the phone on me. Right. So that's like ultimate disrespect. I don't want to do business with you at that point. I don't care who you are. Right. And so even the team member, him, was like, man, this is my boss. He's always like this. And I'm just gonna stay out of his way. And I'm just here to get a check because he pays my bills. And I kind of felt bad for the team member because I'm like, man, you want to work for a company where your owner don't have any integrity, or soon as a customer don't agree with what he's saying or what he's trying to do, he automatically, because he is a so-called expert, that you automatically gonna just immerse yourself to believe what he's saying. There's a lot of grimy people out there, and not saying that he was trying to initially do that. But the point of my conversation and what I'm trying to help you guys understand, I learned something. I learned a couple things. I learned don't ever jump the gun when it comes to a company that can give you a service the first time. And then that's just that. That's that experience. Stop bragging so much on a company when you haven't seen the body of work on a consistent basis. And so the Lord spoke to me and the Lord showed me through this lesson, stop trying to promote something that you don't know. And that could be some of you guys. This is a life lesson. That's why I titled this Learning from Others. When you learn from others, what you can do is that you can allow that to navigate you on how you need to go about dealing with anybody in life. My old pastor back in the day taught me two things about life. He said, be consistent with God and learn how to deal with people. What made this situation so unique is a couple of things. One, the disrespect, and I could have retaliated in such a negative manner, but I didn't. I kept it professional, and I'm just not going to use him. And he's not welcome to my home ever again in his life, right? Because I believe that's who that person is. When someone shows you who they are, just believe it. Don't try to justify it. Just believe it for what it is. And when you can believe it for what it is, you learn how to just navigate through that process and don't take it personal. Learn how to take it for what it is, learn how to deal with them accordingly, and don't get bitter. And so I have to be able to protect my peace, mind you. Right now, I can say this because I'm in it. I'm consecrating my mind and my soul, and I'm expecting demonic activities and the enemy using any and everybody. Because at the end of the day, I'm not wrestling against flesh and blood. I'm wrestling against principalities, spiritual warfare. I'm in a spiritual warfare right now. And so part of being in that spiritual warfare, I need to understand that people are just going to react the way they're going to react, and that's just how it's going to be. And so a couple of things that I've took from this conversation that I'm learning even as I'm teaching you guys. Learn how to be more patient and learn how to watch people. And then the third thing that you have to learn, when people show you the true colors, just believe it for what it is. And if you can believe it for what it is, you're able to you're able to move forward in your life, and you're not able to let that subtract your peace away. And that's what I've learned about life today. I learned to not get upset. I learned to continue keeping my composure. I learned to take people at face value and let them be who they're going to be, because that's who they're going to be. I have to continue focus on becoming the best version of myself. And I'm not gonna allow nothing in this world, no ain't no fallen angels on nobody, wife, kids, nobody stop me from the purpose and the will of God. And when people can understand that component and understand that what God is doing and how God is moving, sometimes God will allow you to use the strange things in life to be able to navigate you and to navigate your life and to allow you to learn from these experiences. I'm not mad at the company. I'm just not gonna fool with them anymore. And so I wanted to share that because maybe you guys are not going through what I went through today, but maybe you're going to go through something similar like that at work. Maybe there's a very acquired personality at your job site or who you work with on a regular basis, and maybe they're so negative. How do you change a negative situation into a positive? Just by protecting your peace, just by keeping your composure, and learn how to accommodate those people who are not for you. And that's simply being kind, that's simply being respectful, that's simply being professional, and live with those results. Don't allow anyone to get you out of character because of who they are, because who they are has nothing to do with you. You have to focus on just continue becoming, being. I've already taught you guys that being the best version of yourselves at all capacities and learning how to not let anyone affect that. That goes for your wife, that goes for your spouse, that goes for your kids, that goes for anybody that's connected to you, your circle, your community. You have to be able to protect your peace. And so when you can protect your peace, you can be able to operate at full capacity in your purpose. And your purpose is what matters because your purpose has to be connected to the will of God. And don't let anything stop the will of God because of flesh or because of issues or because of people's personalities or strong personalities or because people are bipolar in their conversation or in their behavior. Don't focus on that. And so I learned today, even though there has been many moving parts today in my life, today's been fairly busy for me today. I've just learned how to just give it to God. And I told the Lord, I said, Lord, don't let me have a bitter heart because of people's transactions within themselves. I told y'all, I ain't gonna over talk it. Someone was asking a question earlier. If you want to ask the question now, you can message me. I don't know who this person is in particular, but I can't see your face. But if you have something for me, you definitely can ask the question. Anyone has anything to say before I get out of here? I wanted to make sure that you guys get this, and I believe this is going to help someone. So, anyone has any questions at this moment? It seems like nobody else is in here at this moment. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Mind you, before I get out of here, those that gonna catch this on the back end. I know you know somebody that knows somebody. So go share this content. Please share, please comment, and I want you to subscribe as well. We're on the quest before the end of February. The goal is to get to 100 subscribers. Please support this channel. I appreciate those who have supported. I appreciate those who has comment and so forth. I am super super thankful, and I appreciate you guys. We'll talk soon. If you have any questions, message me, or even follow me on my Facebook page as well. You can follow me on my Facebook page, Eric Washington, and I'll be happy to assist you on this journey as well. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Keep me in your prayers. Please keep me in your prayers. I need all the healthy and fervent prayers. I need that in this season. Thank you again. May the Lord bless you. Amen.